What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. I got a pretty hefty box here to go unboxing and check out. There's a couple knives in here, so before we get too far into that, I want to go ahead and say thank you to anybody who's already liked and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also head over to Instagram and like us at WorkKnifeBalance939. It's a great way to connect with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And if you want to send us a knife for review or something, we'll send you back a sticker and some sweet swag. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take this off screen real quick, open it up. Our unboxing knife today is going to be the Devo's Mash 2.5. Just got this one in the mail this last week, super loving it. Just did the video on it yesterday, so should be seeing that post here if it hasn't already posted pretty soon. Alright. Go ahead and open this up. Lots of packing peanuts. Alright, let's see. We've got a Katua over here. Cicada. Reich Knives Cicada. Oh, these packing peanuts are going everywhere. I'm just going to have to clean this up as well. Another Reich Knives, I think that's the Alien. Another Reich Knives, the Lamela. And, oh wow, another Reich. And a fourth Reich, the Cybertix. Okay, how are we going to go about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knives to go through. Let's set these two over here because I believe these are part of a group and those two are part of a second group that come through. Let's start with the Cicada. That's one that I've actually been really excited to look at. So this is the Reich Knives Cicada. As you can see, it looks like there is a cicada bug on the top right there. This is one I've been really excited to take a look at. So go ahead and open this one up. Oh, wow. This is really cool. This is really cool. The detail on this knife is absolutely ridiculous. It is a button. The detail on that pivot right there, or that you can kind of see the lines in there for the Reich knives, looks really nice. This is in a really nice detail for the wings on the Cicada as well. You got the eyes up here. I believe it is a front flipper or top flipper right like that. This is just beautiful. This is a very well done knife, I will say that. I don't know who the designer is. I'm assuming it is the father of who did the little girl who did the Cricut, or maybe this was the ultimate design from the Cricut Momo from Best Tech as well. But this thing is very well done, really nice, good action, comes out. I really like that blade as well. That blade is just really cool. This is definitely a unique collector's piece. I want one of these. I want one of these so bad. This is so cool. Yeah, this is so cool. It looks like it is an integral. So it's an integral frame, front lock. You do have access to it right here to get that blade in and out. It is only sharpened on the one side. So you've got the one side over here sharpening. It's M390. And they are, it looks like they are numbered as well. So there's M390 and this is number 317. Yeah, this is really cool. It's very small. It's definitely a 5th pocket knife. It looks like it comes with a chain as well, so you could carry it if you wanted to, and have like a neck knife if you wanted to do that or something like that. But this thing is definitely a like collector's piece, something that is unique in itself and just beautifully well done. This is a really, really nice piece of art right here. Functional art, I would say. So good spear tip. You see coming off a little to the left on that top there, but on this side it comes a little to the right, so that's centered coming through. But that's one of the hardest things to do with the spear tip, is have that line go dead center on it. But the blade itself is centered in the I guess the integral frame there. The blade is centered in there. So yeah, that's a really cool piece. I'm gonna kind of speed through some of these so we don't have a super long video, but I will revisit a good chunk of these. That one I will revisit because I really like that one. Alright, so this one is going to be the Alien, I believe. This is another Reich knife, as you can see right there. Open this one up. Alright. And all these knives are coming from the Lefty pass-around group. So, big shout out to Lefty, and thank you for getting these through the pass-around. It looks like this one is it's not an integral. It looked kind of like it, but I can see where there's hardware holding the two sides together. So this one is not an integral, but it does kind of look like it because it doesn't look like there's really a line, and then you see the hardware there in a little bit. But this is the Alien. Ooh. That was snappy. That was very snappy. I wonder if you're supposed to... Oh yes, okay. So the front flip really isn't the easiest on that one, but you can get down there and get that through as well. And if you need to, as you saw in the beginning, you can reverse flick off that little hole there. Got it the first time. You just have to make sure that back finger's a little off to the side. So this, I definitely see why they call this one the Alien. It is definitely extraterrestrial looking, for sure. I like the design, I like the look of it. The functionality though of this one, I don't know how functional I would be with this one right here. It looks like you can replace the blade, so it has a little area right here where you could take that out and get replaceable blades to put in there, which is pretty nice. This one does come in an M390, so I don't know how fancy of the razor blades you're going to be carrying will be, but you can definitely get that in there, and I bet you could actually just contact Reich and get a replacement blade if you needed to, because it just slides right out, I'm assuming. But ergos on this are actually really good. Ergos on this are not bad at all. But the functionality of the knife in all these little bumps and everything, they make it a little chunky to handle right off the bat. That being said, I like the design and I think it looks cool. I really like the black, but if you're gonna do something Alien, I would have loved some more, like, I don't know, psychedelic coloring to it. Not lightning anno, that's not what I'm asking for. But maybe like a lime green or a yellow coming through here. I'm thinking some sort of like ooze Alien, but that's just my mind and my interpretation of Alien. Obviously that's something else was in mind when they made this, but this thing is pretty cool. I like it. M390 blade that comes through, and this is the Alien 1, it says. So I'm wondering if they're going to make a 2 and a 3. Okay, so I haven't had one of these ball clips yet. So it's essentially a ball bearing in the clip as your pocket, and so I'm curious how that goes in and out of pocket and how well that is. I've heard mixed reviews. I do like the pivots. I like the detail on the pivot that they did there. So you can see the color to the pivot as well, and then just the detailing that they added in there. This is kind of cool. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. It sticks up quite a bit on both sides, but that detail around there is actually something that's really cool. So I do like that flipper on there as well. It's kind of nice. You just have to make sure with that reverse flick that you get your finger kind of out of the way, because I was hitting that a couple times there. So not bad at all. That's 2 for 2 from Reich coming in. This one, I like all the designs and elements of it, but it just doesn't do anything like that cicada. That cicada is something else. That is a beautiful knife. Now we're going to go to the Katua, and this is the Katua Telson. This is going to be an M390 flipper, and this is going to be a more traditional looking knife rather than the first two that came through there. That is really nice. I wonder what... Oh, it says right on the packaging, zirconium alloy. So there's a zirconium through the middle. I was just going to say, I wonder what that is, because that does not look like titanium. And it looks like there's a little bit of like color-ish to it, but there's definitely a different alloy in the middle there. So you got titanium on the outside, zirconium through the center, titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip coming through as well. M390 blade. Ooh, that is snappy. Really nice, really snappy on that one right there. Frame lock action is absolutely beautiful. Well done, Katua, on this one. That detent is really nice. Has a good release as it comes out. I'm wondering if you can get that fuller for a flick. Yes, you can. Yeah, the Katua Telson M390 ergos are fantastic on this. Really good jimping up top. And I really like that blade. You got a good belly coming down with kind of that sheep's footy reverse Tonto look to it coming through there as well. So I really, really like that. The ergos on this though are something else. It's a lot slimmer in hand than I would anticipate or assume. It looks like we are missing a screw right there. So I hope someone else sees that and notices that this comes through the pass around. I'm missing a screw there. Maybe it's in the packaging somewhere, but this thing is really nice. Really like the way that feels. Good size too. Not too big, not too small. It is a larger blade, so if you're somewhere where you need like a 3-inch blade or less, you probably can't carry this by any means. Looking tip to tail, yeah, you're looking at 3 and 3.6 on the cutting edge, about 4 on the actual blade length, and so definitely can't carry this everywhere, but it is a really nice knife, really good ergos, really good feel in hand. Both reverse and front grip there feel nice on this one. So go ahead and set that one aside. We will be doing, like I said, reviews on all these. Just kind of want to go through first impressions on some of these knives and get them through so we can see what's going on. Next we've got a, ooh, that looks like it's a nicer one, so I'm going to save that one for last. And then we've got another Reich knife right here. So this one is going to be the Reich Cybertrix. And this one is another M390. I'm wondering if Reich does anything other than M390. I mean, I know they've probably made stuff, but all of these Reichs have been M390. Get this one out right here. Oh, this is the one that when I saw it, yeah. I feel like anyone who has one of the Tesla trucks needs this knife, because that's what this knife reminded me of. Not for any particular reason, I guess, I don't know, but when I saw it, I just thought of the Tesla truck. That's what came to mind when I saw this knife. So I think anyone who has a Tesla truck needs this knife. Oh, I was not expecting that blade. I was not expecting that at all. That. Oh my gosh. That is nice. Oh, I really like that. That action is absolutely fantastic. This thing is beautiful. Oh, that is a really well-made knife. It is a frame lock, or sorry, it is a liner lock. You can see the liner right there. Absolutely no hardware showing on this thing. That is something special right there. It's not an integral. You can see the spacer right here, the back spacer, and you've got kind of that floating back spacer as well through the center part right here. This is a really, really well done knife. Reich and Cybertrix, number 151. So these are numbered M390. This is, wow. This thing is fantastic. You can get on that little thumb square. It's not a thumb stud. It's not really a thumb disc. That thumb square coming out there. Oh my gosh. That feels so good. This is, I probably flipped these. I thought the other one was going to be super fancy and nice, but this thing is fantastic. I am really curious at where this is coming in price-wise, because this action is amazing. This is really nice, and if any of these are still available, there may be one less after we finish this video, because holy crap, this thing is really nice. You've got kind of this like wicked compound grind halfway through, I'm thinking. I don't really know the angles coming through there, or if that's just the second point coming out back over here. An incredibly just flat back knife, and it feels so good in hand. This thing was designed really well. Where the chamfering is and the way that they're tapered through, that fits your hand so nice. It is perfect. That is, I know the aesthetics are probably going to throw some people off. I personally really love it. The way the grind lines, so if we hold this, the way the grind lines match the chamfering all the way through, and how this comes down, and I bet you if you hit that angle, it would come all the way through here as well. That is something special. That is really, really well done in that attention to detail, pulling that through. This thing is fantastic. What was this one called again? The Cybertrix? Cybertrix. Yeah, so this is the Cybertrix, which is probably why it reminds me of the Cybertruck from Tesla. But yeah, this thing is fantastic. I really like this one. There definitely will be a video on this one. That is really, really nice. And then last but not least, we've got our final Reich from this package over here. And this one is the Lamela. Oh, okay. This one's also, man, Reich is just doing some, oh my gosh. This is so nice. I'm a really big, I haven't in recent years, but I really like Persians now. And this just feels good in hand. You got a really good finger choil to choke up there if you need to. You can come back here and have really good grip as well. M390 on this. This is stupid nice. Like, come on. You've got a, is that a lock? No. What is that for? I'm wondering what that's for. I'm gonna have to figure that out. There's this little actuating piece right here, and I'm wondering if it's supposed to be a lock, maybe to hold, because this looks like an integral, and so, or at least a faux integral. I'm curious what that is now. I want to know what that piece is for. I'm going to have to do some research and figure out why that's moving and what it's for. I mean, I can see on the, that action is so nice too. I can see in here, like you can see that little piece right there moves when I push this button and it sits on that bar, and I'm not sure what it's for. So I'll definitely have to do some research and figure that out what that is for. But nonetheless, this knife is amazing. This is really, really well done. Reich has come out with some absolute bangers. Got the Cybertrix. I'm going to forget all of these. The Cybertrix, the Lamela. We've got the Cicada up here as well. And then if we step over to our secondary ones, we've got the Alien. And last but not least, we can't forget the Katua. Where did I put the Katua? It's on this table somewhere. Ah, there it is. The Katua Telson. So we've got 5 absolutely beautiful, fantastic, well-designed, lovely knives that we will be coming through here. This was a really nice box to unbox over here. I'm really excited to dive into these 5 right here and just, wow, these are going to be some really cool knives. So thank you very much for checking this out. Feel free to swing back in because we will have a video for each one of these individually popping up here soon. Until next time, TTFN.